What is going on, guys? Welcome to my first video on this channel. My name is Exiled, and the first video I choose to be on my channel is a freaking patch notes rundown of 9.16 in League of Legends. So let's get through this. Pantheon's rework finally hits the live service. We'll see how he develops throughout everything. I'll probably do another video about him once he's been live for like, I don't know, a week or something, so we can judge better. Azir, he got nerfed in the late game, which is super good in my opinion, because Azir tends to be super broken at the moment, and I think with higher cooldown on his Q, you get more rewarded if you're able to just position your soldiers straight up, but if you have to move them constantly, it definitely decreases his damage output, which is super important, especially because he's an hyper carry in the late game. So I think this is a really good nerf. Same goes for Corki. He loses 5 AD and his attack damage growth also decreases. Azir and Corki were like the two best mid laners at the moment, so I think those two being nerfed is definitely a good idea. With Dr. Mundo getting a buff where he gets 30% cooldown at all 30% tenacity at all ranks, and a lower cooldown on his E, I really think that he probably gets more showtime, but I think it's not enough to make him a top tier pick at the moment. Same goes for Echo. Even though he got 10 more damage on his E and lower cooldown on his ultimate, I don't think that his play rate will increase drastically. It's just a simple buff, but it's nothing important in my opinion. So we'll see how that goes. As we're getting nerfed, his E cooldown gets increased, especially in early ranks, as well as his AP ratio on his Q makes a lot of damage output and repositionability, especially in the early game, super low. I mean, with 25 seconds on his level 1 E, you have so much time to punish this guy. Even though every Q he hits, his cooldowns get reset by 1 second, this is still a lot. And with his AP ratio being nerfed, I don't think that it's worth to go sorcery boots now or buying Gunblade or Loon's Echo. We'll see how that goes, but I think this is a really good change as well, because Ezreal was just too safe and too good in my opinion. So yeah, I think this is really good nerf. Fiora getting buffed with more attack speed, especially if she puts more points in and her base cooldown lower, gives her more dueling potential, and in late game it's just super broken with 90% attack speed, bonus attack speed. It's a good buff, but it shouldn't be that important, even though I think that Fiora was already in a really good spot, especially against matchups such as Kled, which were terrorizing the Rift in the last patch anyway. So it's really cool. As well as the Jax buff. You get lower early game cooldown, the last cooldown remains the same, but since you are maxing Q as the last skill of your kit, and you're an abuser of Spear of Sojin, this is pretty cool. He gets really sticky. I don't think that he needed that, cause he's already way too strong anyway with Spear of Sojin if played correctly. But we'll see how that goes. He might be extremely broken now, so this could be way too much. Kassadin's AP, no, his base damage got buffed. That's cool. It makes the Neverblade better and helps him to trade early, especially against melees. But I don't think that it's like a key ability in lane phase. But if we go into later stages of the game, it might be super broken. Cause having 30 more damage while the AP ratio stays the same is really good. While they nerf buffed LeBlanc's Q, that's cool. I like that. It's not too much, and with LeBlanc being in a bad to decent spot anyway, this is probably fine. It won't change a lot. Um, talking about Lux, at first you guys should understand that I hate Lux anyway, cause it's just a dumb champion in my opinion. And after she got nerfed, uh, in terms of her shield earlier in 9.14, now getting more shield back is super dumb. I don't know what Riot's issue is with balancing Lux as a support. Just think that Aftershock is the thing that makes it too good. Cause that way she's a nuke that tanks way too much because of resistances, and her shield now being back to a really healthy point, especially by if you put more points into it, just makes this shit so dumb in my opinion. I don't like that. I'm honest. Nocturne getting buffed. I don't know. I don't think that Nocturne will have a lot of showtime on the Rift even after this buff, because his kit is too linear, and with the current meta, I don't think that Nocturne is a jungler that really fits into it. Of course, we have champions like Sejuani that got nerfed this patch, but still, as well as champions such as Elise, Kindred, Kha'Zix, if we talk about solo queue, even Kayn and Rengar. The last three champions can easily do a Nocturne, even with this buffs. Unless they play like super retarded or the Nocturne is like 10,000 IQ. Riven getting a revert with the E nerfs that we got recently. Riven, she needed nerfs, if we are honest. As much as I enjoy playing Riven myself, I think that she was just too good. I mean, she, if I remember correctly, she had like 56% win rate in Challenger or something. That's just too broken. That should never happen. Yes, she is a champion that takes a lot of skill to play, but it was way too rewarding for players that actually mastered this champion. So I think this is good. Especially because she was able to crush lanes such as Renekton, even though it's a dead matchup. But good Riven players just, I don't know. Unless you're playing against like top tier Renekton players from the server, Riven just demolished these lanes. So I think this is good. It's really good nerf. Sejuani getting nerfed, yes please. I don't want to talk in too much in depth about this because I just think it's kind of obvious and it's really good. It nerfs your early game a lot. While Shen and Singed get buffed, you get it's stronger against tanks, but even I think Shen is like, well, you have one combo that always works for you, and it's just too good because the enemy has no counterplay against this as long as he is auto attack heavy. Because you normally just dash into him, into your opponent, drop the W, activate the Q in the meantime, and you deal tons of damage. We don't see him a lot, but I think this is really, it's a really good buff for him. I really like Shen on my team, but I had to play against him. So, I don't know. Singed getting more stats and bonus stats if he activates his R is also pretty good. He's rarely seen on the Rifts. I hope we get him back because it's super fun to watch Singed players, but it's also super depressing to play against. So, I want to see more Singed. It's cool. Cyan get buffed. He gets better rounded base stats and more damage on his Q. Hello and welcome to League of Full AD Cyan again. Cause this is ridiculous. Maximum damage is now 330 at max rank, and it's super strong. I don't know. This is really it's really good, but don't get me wrong. But I don't know. It feels a bit too strong, in my opinion. Her early attack damage ratio got nerfed. Sivir is a consistent pick. She's a late game hyper carry, and I think this is more of a pick that is often seen in pro play, And in solo queue, only if you have Yumi on your team. Yumi getting nerfed as well is like, it's good. It makes the game more healthy in bot lane. With Q now dealing reduced damage to minions and monsters, Silas jungle has a really hard time. I don't think that he is strong enough now to be played in jungle. I really hope. Overall, don't like Silas because I love it when he gets nerfed, but seeing that, I don't know, for example, his W getting buffed in the same patch by base damage or healing just is so super frustrating to play against, because I don't know, you either can one shot him so he can't heal up with his W, or he just auto sustains you. That's how it feels to play against him at the moment, I think. Syndra getting buffed. I love Syndra. I really love seeing her, so I think it's a good buff. Even though I think that 25% might be a lot. I mean, it only works once she is level 9 because you normally max Q, but it's still a shit ton of damage. We'll see about that. Time catch being nerfed, gets less movement speed, and his shield duration is lowered. It's really cool. I hate Tamkench. Yeah, as I mentioned, he's a safe buddy with Ezreal. He's too good. Tamkench was too good. Yumi nerf, yep. That with go away with this cat. Fucking bullshit champion. Unless they've nerf, or I shouldn't say nerf, unless they fix the interaction with Kha'Zix, that the champion that Yumi is attached to is isolated while she's attached. I really appreciate Yumi nerfs. Ziggs being buffed. Hey, I think Ziggs was already in a good spot, and with his W buff as well as a cooldown reduction on his R, I think he could be a good option. Not the best, obviously, but he's okay. He doesn't have a high rune rate, so why not? Talking about runes, we get one less biscuit, so we lose overall 10 mana, maximum mana that we get, and the duration and overall the health and all that stuff that we get is lowered, and we get our cookies earlier. The only upside is that the healing duration is now 5 seconds instead of 15, so we regenerate, even if it's less health, more health in less time. So it's pretty cool. But it's bad for extended trades where you want to choke those in the meantime, because they have lower duration and lower base stats. I don't know if there are no deaths. I don't think so. But there will be less play rate of this rune, I think. Now, talking about the other stuff, bug fixes, well, nothing important actually. These were okay. Katarinas will be happy about this bug fix, as well as Karma players about their ones. Why would you play Electrocute and Phase Rush on Poppy? I don't know. This is also pretty cool. I had this issue multiple times already. I know that it was a bug. And this is also cool that we get indicator for Oriana's E. That's cool. With the upcoming stints coming up. Also, yeah, since I just saw the comments, the Gnar thing is cool. I mean, it was a cool interaction at first, and if you were able to message same as such as the double jump on Kha'Zix, or the triple cast on Riven, this is they say it's a bug fix. I mean, I don't know. I think they should have kept that in the game for at least a bit longer. So we don't care about comments. I also don't care about the skins because I hate Remis, and where the fuck would you get out of this? Yeah. So overall, I think this patch is, I don't know, it's strange. Overall, I think it's a bad patch. If I just think about the meta champions, but I also like that they try to get more champions into the meta by nerfing the top tier champions. So this is pretty cool. I hope they don't fuck it up and that we have a lot of fun on this patch. As I said, I probably do a video about Pantheon, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll see about that. Yeah. Hope you had enjoyed this video and I was able to at least tell you my thoughts. If you have any ideas or if I misunderstood anything or something, or just want to have a nice discussion, just write a comment. And yeah, I hope I see you guys next time.